Students, myself Brian Davanti. Today we discuss Bonnelly's theorem experiment. So using a Bonnelly's theorem equation, we can discuss the Bonnelly's theorem experiment. So going through this Bonnelly's theorem, first of all, what is Bonnelly's theorem? The theorem is nothing but according to your theorem, the energy of every point you will be calculated equal in every section. That will be defined in here. This is your Bonnelly's theorem. Section 1, you are considering pressure by density into gravity. Then section 2 also same, that is your constant according to your Bonnelly's theorem equation. That equation is your P by rho g plus b square by 2g plus z is the constant. So we have to define that energy level is constant to every point or every situation using a Bonnelly's theorem. So this is your Bonnelly's theorem technique. Look at this Bonnelly's theorem technique. The important parts we have discussed. This is your motor which will be used to raise the water to the high head. This is a head tank. It will be show the head of the tank. And this is your venturimeter. So in this venturimeter there are 7 tubes are there attached with your test rig. That is your different tubes have a different sections and different area is there. So here is your section is your 3 parts. This is your converging, this is your throat, and this is your diverging. The pressure drop occur inside your converging, and here is your constant pressure. Here will be pressure increases. We will be show in your piezometer tube. This is your one section open. This is one type of piezometer tube. Next, this is your valves which are open and closed, and this is your measuring tank, and this is your sump tank or tank where the water should be stored and used for experiment. So this is your water where you will be carried out to the this high head, and using this we can find the Bonnelly's theorem. This is the basic thing. So how we will be find? First of all, what happen? You have to close all the valve. When you are doing an experiment, first of all you close all the valve and check it will be water should be clean or clear or not. Then after you will switch on the motor and you will be on the high head tank valve. Switch on the motor. Here is your high head tank where will be your water should be measured through this. So getting through this is your level of water which will be shown here venturimeter. Look at this. When the water level should be increases, there is a water level shown here. Using this water level, we can define the level also here constant. Close the motor. So we are taking a motor some distance of height. Look at this, water is present here. At least you have to overflow the tank, otherwise you have to maintain a proper height to do this experiment. So here is your experiment level is given here. Look at this. The level of this experiment all are in a 200.5 I think. So 205 all the levels are there. When we will on this, then it will do some fluctuation. Look at this. When you will on here, you are getting a fluctuation. This is air bubble is there. You have to remove the air bubble first of all. Air bubble is removed. Look at this. When I will close this, the level of water should be equal. Height is there equal. When will be flow, then water will be drop out. How? When the here is the area will be here. One is your converging, then constant, then diverging. That's why the area of water should be also dropped here. So when you will flow this, you have to first of all measure 3 things here. One is your P by rho g, and one is your b square by 2g. Next one is your z. But z is here in a constant level, so z is 1 is equal to z2. Getting this is section 1, this is your section 2. Here is z1 is equal to z2 level is there. Clear? You have to find P by rho g and b square by 2g. So going through this P by rho g, that is called as pressure head. So using this height, we can measure the P by rho g. What is the height of this tube? We can measure that the height is your P by rho g. Then this is your using this tank. This is called as measuring tank. So already the tank diameter, area is given, that is 0.1 meter square. When you need a stopwatch for doing this. So first of all you use a stopwatch. First of all of you mobile I think, as we are today we are the upgrade now. So on the stopwatch, you have to maintain the stopwatch 20 seconds. So when you maintaining a stopwatch 20 seconds, you will flow this, then you will be occur, here the droppage are occur in this manner. First will be drop, second will be drop, third will be drop some certain height. This level should maintain constant, then it will be increases the height like a V shape. In your video you also see that the V shape. So you will measure that. This is a fraction of time you will given. So you have to note down all of you. 7 tubes height should be, you will be note down. Then after, when you are on this, then your stopwatch should be on, and 20 seconds in the stopwatch, you have to look the height here, you can find the head. So using this is the area and this is the height, this is the volume. With respect to time, you can find the discharge here. Using this discharge, you can find Q. Then Q is equal to area into velocity. So according to Q, you can find the velocity of different pipes using this relation. So in a calculation part, we will be so. Just we will do a single experiment for observation now. So I will on this. First of all of you note down. So look at this. The pressure level decrease, and here is the level is there. So here is the level is getting. So 20 seconds stopwatch is on now. 1. The level of water should be increases here. Look at this. This should be down here in this manner. So you have to first of all you note down this. Then after you complete it, the procedure will be 20 seconds will be over. Will be close this. The level of water, you have to look at this. This is air bubble is there. So the level should be here is there. You have to find here. I think 40 to 90. So this is a 50 mm of height level will be given here. So you have to easily you can find the discharge here. So in this way you have to repeatedly do the different operation and you can find the mean. So this is the experimental view, and a calculation part we will show that what are the reading were taken and what are the values. So already the pipe values are also given here, standard value. So using this relation we can find the energy level, and every point the energy level should be constant. Section 1 to section 2 we have to define according to Bernoulli's theorem. So thank you.